Hi everyone, it's Carrie's Little Piggies here, and welcome to part 2 in our 6-video series of What's in My Health Kit. And hopefully you've watched my first video to understand really what I'm doing in this series. But just to summarize, I am trying to break up the videos into different issues and show you the supplies that are in my huge health kit that are specific to those issues that I use. So what you see here are all the supplies in my health kit that are specific to force feeding or hand feeding or some kind of supplemental feeding. That's all within this category. So when a piggy is sick and just not feeling well, they may stop eating. And if you know anything about piggies, then you know that their gut, their digestive system always has to be moving. So if they stop eating and their digestive system shuts down, it could be a life and death situation. So these things here that you see are just things that I have in my kit that I use before I go to the vet. Again and again, you will hear this in every single video. Do not use this as a substitute for a vet. Anything I say is always just as a supplement to going to the vet. So these are things that I have used before a vet visit or with our vet's direction after a vet visit for the recovery process. And I definitely have used these items. Unfortunately, I've had several piggies that I've need to force feed for several different reasons. Bon Bon was always my sick piggy, and we've had to force feed her a ton. And Nanny I've had to force feed because of her teeth issues. And Raina I had to force feed because of her teeth issues, but most recently when she loses a lot of weight because of her ovarian cyst issues. So this is not a happy topic to talk about, but I definitely think a necessary one. So this here is going to be your key supply to hand feeding. What this is Oxbow Critical Care. So what this contains is a ton of nutrients and vitamins that will assist your ill piggy while you feed them. And as you can see here, it's also good for different small animals as well as piggies. This one here is just their regular formula. This is a fairly bigger bag, but I also have smaller bags of other flavors that they have that are still critical care. This one is an apple banana flavor. This one's practically empty. Raina and Bon Bon absolutely love this flavor, but this one is their fine grind, and I'm not sure exactly what flavor they have, or that it's just less gritty maybe, because this is the only flavor that Nanny would eat when she had her issues. So you don't have to have all 3 flavors, but I have it more as like a variety as well as because I've got some picky eaters. So here's what's inside the bags. This is the type of powder that you will see. You see it's just really fine powder. And what you do is you mix this with water and you form some kind of a paste with it. And the paste you form will be kind of liquidy. I guess it depends on the consistency, and you can make it different consistencies depending on what your piggy like. But you will most likely need a syringe in order to feed them. Now, Raina has sometimes eaten her critical care just off of a spoon, so you could try that, but Bonnie and Nanny never ate it off the spoon, so I had to force feed them with a syringe. And this syringe has a fairly large opening. In fact, I'll show you the difference between, there's the skinnier one, this one is just the one used for medications, versus this one. So I found that this is a big enough opening to feed the critical care from. And you may actually have piggies that don't like any of the flavors of critical care. All you're really concerned about is making sure that their digestive system is moving and that they keep eating and have these nutrients going into them. So one of the things you can try to do if they won't eat the critical care is try to give them baby food. As long as it is organic and really only contains natural ingredients, like this only has apples and strawberries in it, and this one's already in that liquidy form where you can use the syringe with a lot of ease. This is very, very good to just make sure that they get some kind of nutrition in them until they see the vet, of course. So I've got actually a little variety of it. This one's the apple and strawberry flavor. This is a pumpkin, carrot, and apple flavor, and this is a banana blueberry. And another consideration is Pedialyte. I have read on many forums that this is actually really, really good if they don't want to take even water in. You just got to get some kind of nutrients in them. And this is used for children as well. I got these ones that are fruit punch, grape, apple, and strawberry flavors. So I haven't even opened them yet, but let me show you. They do come in like a already liquid version, but I thought this would last longer if I get it. Plus it's smaller servings. And really this is what it is. It's just powder, and I just have to mix it with water, and then I will use the syringe again to feed the sick piggy that I have. So Pedialyte is definitely good for making sure they have something in them as well. And in the critical care as well as whatever else you're trying to feed, it's never a bad idea to put some liquid vitamin C in there. Or if you have vitamin C tablets, just crush them up and mix them in with whatever you're force feeding. Or you can just feed it directly without having to mix it in anything, just to make sure that the piggy continues to get the vitamin C that they absolutely need, especially when they're sick. And just quickly to mention, I know I had this in my first video, but these are some tools that you may need as well for, you definitely will need this for administering whatever medication the vet has given you, and they'll usually give you a syringe for free. But if they give you some kind of pill that you need to administer to them and it may be too much for them, they don't want to bite on it or whatever, you want to break it down, a pill cutter or something that actually breaks down and smashes the pill would be a good idea to have as well. And last but certainly not least is this Benebac. This is a probiotic. You will have seen it in the first video as well, because I also consider it some kind of vitamin. But the probiotics are basically, they're beneficial bacteria, and it contains nutrients and microorganisms that are very, very useful for a sick animal especially. So I definitely always have probiotics. I know that I have used it. You can also mix this in the critical care or whatever you need to do just to make sure that your piggy ingests it. You can force feed it or whatever. You can get it in a powder form, a bigger tube form. I just like this because it's just individual vials. This way the rest just kind of stay sterile and I don't waste a lot. So those are all the supplies that I have in my first aid medical health kit, just specific to force feeding or hand feeding or supplemental feeding. I hope this second video was very helpful to you as well. So I will talk to you in my third video, which is going to be all about the digestive system again and issues with that, as well as eye pokes, which is a very common issue. And as with all the videos in this 6-part series, I'll be sure to leave all the links so that you can easily go to whatever video you need to reference. Thanks for watching again. Bye.